Hi, Barry the Movie Demon here, and tonight we're going to do another snack, and this time we're going to do something, well, not not as sugary, not as sweet, not as fatty, well, not as bad for you. Hold on a minute, I gotta make a phone call. Yeah, yeah, Gluttony? Yeah, tell him Barry's, he's gonna have to owe him one. Yeah, we're not doing junk food this time. I don't know. Just like next time, I don't know. I'll do candy, whatever. How about this? I'll tell them they can put sugar on it if they want. Yeah. Okay. All right. Deal. Politics. So tonight we're gonna do something that's not everybody's seen. They look like giant bananas. They're called plantains, and we're gonna bake them in the oven. Not quite plantain chips, but not like big pieces. They're going to be about quarter-inch slices. Oil on them, a little bit of salt. You can put seasoning on them if you'd like, or not. And like I just said, you could put sugar on these if you want. I would go with brown sugar and probably cinnamon together if you want them sweeter. And I would go with butter if you're going to do that instead of oil, just because it goes better with brown sugar and cinnamon. It melts better and tastes better with them. But whatever, it's your food. Cook it the way you want. I'm going to show you the basics of how to make these. So meet me in the kitchen. They only take about 20 minutes once your oven's heated. Before you get there, preheat your oven to 425 degrees, and I'll see you there. Okay, so we got our stuff here. We're going to cut the plantain to start with. You don't just peel these like a banana. You actually got to cut the ends off. And you just carefully cut through the skin into the plantain the whole way down the thing. You can do it on the outside or the inside, or on the side, doesn't matter. Peel the skin off. This one's extremely ripe. It's a little sticky and hard to do. Usually you wouldn't want it quite this ripe, you want it a little more yellow, but this is what I got. I waited a little too long on this one. Get that off of there. It usually comes off in one piece, but not today. There we go. That's gone. Deal with that later. So we're going to cut it in about quarter-inch pieces. Whole way. They don't have to be exact. You just don't want them too thick or they're not going to cook in time. I have my oven on 425 degrees. It's already preheated, ready to go. So, gotta do that first. The recipe will be down in the description, so you already know that. Almost done. Watch the fingers. Now that one's way too big because it slipped. But I can fix that. There. Now we're going to arrange them on this baking sheet. I have lined in parchment paper because they'll stick. And the rest of the stuff I have here is just a little bit of olive oil in this bowl and some salt and then a brush for the olive oil. Stick them out here on the sheet. Especially these really ripe ones, these will really stick. The parchment paper helps it. Now, you don't have to, that one's going to get crunchy because it's thin. You don't have to just put salt on these. In fact, I may just See if there's some brown sugar or something around, and hit a few of them with brown sugar. But I'm going to brush them all with olive oil. Just a little bit of olive oil. And the way you bake these, you bake them for 10 minutes. You're going to take them out. I'm going to put them back here. I'll put something down on my countertop so I don't burn my countertop. But I'm going to put them right back here. I'm going to flip them over. I'm going to brush the other side. I'm going to salt them. And then I will salt the other side. But you put these in the oven for 10 minutes, pull them out, flip them, oil and salt the other side, 10 more minutes. And then they'll come out soft in the middle, crunchy on the outside. The 425 degree oven, the hotter oven, will make the oil cook the outside without soaking the whole way into the plantain and making it soggy. So we'll get these in, and I'll see you when they're done. If you wanted to, like I said, add sugar or spices, you can add things like cinnamon, nutmeg, cayenne, paprika, things like that to these. Curry powder would be okay. You could also just do it after you flip to one side if you wanted to, and just maybe you don't want to cook it for 20 minutes cook your sugar for that long and make it crunchy. You just want a little bit of sugar. Do it to the other side and do it for the last 10 minutes. However you want to do that. But I'm going to just do these ones plain with salt. So we'll see you in 20 minutes when they're done. Oh, they're out of the oven. Look at these things. They are... So, I did end up putting cinnamon on them after the 10-minute mark. They came out. I thought, you know what? They probably need a little something. Sometimes plantains by themselves are a little bland. So I went with a little cinnamon. Nothing crazy, no sugar. And they're good. They're really good. They're not completely crunchy on the outside. They're cooked though, and still a little soft, a little flexible on the inside, which is good. They don't really have a banana flavor, but they don't not have a banana flavor. Plantain is something you do have to cook. You can't eat these raw. And like I said, you don't want one quite as ripe as the one that I had. You're going to want one that's a lot more yellow than that. That's just the one that I happen to have left over to show you guys from a few days ago when I cooked them. And it went ripe really fast. So go ahead and get some ripe but not completely blackened like mine plantains and give this one a try. You will thank yourself. These are much better for you than potato chips or anything like that. And you know what, if you want to go completely like Caribbean with it, because this is something you would see in the Caribbean, plantain, just replace the olive oil with like melted coconut oil, something like that. That would be perfectly fine. Any oil would work, honestly, but I just chose olive oil because it tastes good, and it's available. I had a lot of it. You could use melted butter if you wanted also, but if you want to keep it healthy, you could go as little as oil as possible. You could rub the whole thing in butter if you really wanted to. Make sure you do flip them after 10 minutes or the bottom's going to burn. That's the only thing. So next time I will see you at the movies. Have a good evening. Good snacking.